Go there. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, it's on. This is on. This is on. Can you hear me? Yes or no? Can you hear me? I can't hear what's being sent out. I don't have earphones. The producer hasn't showed it to me. I want to apologize for yesterday. And when it was all right, kind of, I don't know if it was all right. I don't know if any of these shows are all right. It's just me. But thank you for coming in, and thank you for talking to each other, and thank you for finding some value in this thing. Thank you. I mean, I don't know why I should say thank you to you, but thank you. I'm saying thank you to you. That's what a great guy I am. I'm saying thank you. Thank you to you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? So here is the point of this whole thing. So yesterday's show was not that good. Was not good. It wasn't good. It ended badly. I got tired, and I just had to end it early. I don't know what. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I shouldn't care. Just end it. I don't know. Something interesting will happen today. Let's hope it will. I just spoke to. I shouldn't mention anybody's name. Should I mention anybody's name? Somebody was very angry at me. She just called me a horrible human being because I said that women. I didn't realize what it was. I thought it was about personal female responsibility, but it was worse than that. It was what I had said about women working, and she thought I'd blamed all of our problems on women and women working. And I might have joked about that. I might even believe it a little bit, but that doesn't mean I'm in favor of doing horrible things to women. Possibly. I mean, it's a bit more complicated than that. That's the whole point. But thank you for very much. But we can talk about that. Are women to blame for all of our problems? Is feminism, or as I call it, feminism, to blame? I don't think I'm anti. I like women working. I like smart women. I think they're capable of doing whatever you do. You do a lot of different stuff. We can talk about that. Can we talk about that? Should we talk about that? I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that. Are women the root of all of our problems? Am I an anti-feminist? Am I a right-wing anti? I don't think that I am. Come on, Lewis. Who called you a horrible human being? I'm not gonna say who it is. Should I say who it is? She just said it. Because this whole situation, the thing when I say something, and a lot of times I'll say something and you'll think, oh my God, he said something horrible, is that you need to, I would like, not that you don't need to do anything, but I would like, if you said something horrible, I say, do you really believe that? How do you believe that? How should we enact this thing? What do you want to do about it? You shouldn't just say, oh, he said something horrible, so he's going to be, he's pro-Sharia law or pro-Afghani or whatever. I'd like someone to find out what I really mean, and just don't hate me because I said, what did I say? Blaming women for all of our problems, saying it's okay for men to cheat on their wives. I did not say it's okay for men to cheat on their wives. I don't think you should divorce a guy because he's cheating, basically. You know what? If it affects the family, then yes. But if it doesn't affect the family, I don't think you should do it. Can we talk about that? What do you guys think about that? I thought it was about female responsibility, but it's not. It's about that. It's a bit more complicated, of course. I don't think I'm a horrible person. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm a horrible person. I've broken people's girls' hearts, and guys probably too. This is what I should have shaved. I didn't shave today, but I woke up thin. I woke up at 77.7 kilograms. That's why you have to lose weight. You've got to be so fit. We've got to all be fit and muscly. I'm not muscly, but I'm thin. I'm almost thin. I'm 77. I started this whole experience, and I have to give Claire a lot of the credit. Claire, she tells me, she says what you need to do to be thin, and it's not easy to be thin, and I'm really thin. Thank you, Claire. And then Claire comes in just on, not because I just said that, but so I got to give Claire credit. Today I picked up stuff. I picked up garbage, and including dog poo, maybe even some human poo in the park. And I did not stop and have any fruit. I didn't go to the plum tree. I walked right past it. I walked right past the apple tree. And because out of respect for the 77.7 kilograms, let's all tell us how much we weigh. Jim Norton was on the Kill Tony Netflix special last night from Madison Square Garden. He did a minute of stand-up. He's great, Jim Norton. I love the guy. I know the guy. I mean, I don't know whether he's going to say he knows me. I mean, yes, he will probably. Lewis, to go to Notting Hill and pick up the rubbish. There are many used condoms there. Well, let him wear condom. That whole myth about condom uses is another thing. We could talk about that. We could talk about I mean, I don't believe in germ theory. I do believe that if you put a lot of stuff inside of you, you're going to get sick. That's what I believe. But I also believe that that we're much healthier. We're much healthier than we think we are. So I'm getting. It's very funny. It's very funny. So let's start with something instead of just beating around the bush. Hello, let's start with how we normally start. I started with an apology for yesterday's show. It wasn't that great. It wasn't that great. It wasn't that great. Yeah. Number one. Thank you, Alan Williams. It wasn't that great. Tonight's going to be better. I think at 6:00. Maybe he'll come in. Maybe Paul will come in. Maybe he will come in. We'll speak to Paul and we'll have an argument here. And I want you to please be nice to Paul. He's a leftist. You could criticize. I don't know whether you can criticize him, but you could say things to him. And that's what we're doing. We're speaking openly and honest. Maybe you don't like what I'm saying. How many people call me right wing? Right wing, because I don't think I'm pretty right. This shirt's a bit big on me. Look, it's a bit big. Can you see how tiny I am? Can you see that? Yeah, I almost fell asleep at 6:30, Vantanaya. Maybe you didn't know that. I don't know what it takes to I don't know what this show is. This is an unusual show. It's just some guy. Paul said it. It's some right-wing old geezer talking shite. That's what this show is. Anyway, so let's say hello to everybody. Claire C. is here. Right wing is just another term for common sense. Could be, yeah. Vaughn Melian is here. Mary Ann McCarr is here from Peekskill. Shanks, he's always good. I don't know what problem you had downloading something yesterday. You can tell us what it is and I will read it out. Jared is here. It's not the best, to be honest, Joe. I said that Austin was a bit mediocre and you said you'd gone off me. Yeah, it's not good. We have to continue to love people even if they don't like the same things that we like. Continue to love me even if I say horrible things. I don't look that good. I'm good for being thin, but that's just the way it is. Russ is here, which is good. Joe says she's not gone off you. And she's fab, so there you go. That's really good. So Joodles is here. Has anyone seen Kerry recently? I think I owe her an apology. What did you do? I don't remember you doing anything bad. Let's see what else is going on. Let's say hello to everybody. Alan Williams is here. Armitage, my friend Vicky is here. So say hello, Vicky, up there in the Leedsy type area, I guess it is. So, and I also put a Discord thing. If you try to go to Discord and you can't go in there, just tell me and I will send something. Shanks asked Grok to do something and it wasn't able to repeat what this is about because we're all over the place, or I'm all over the place. So I don't know what we were discussing. I don't know. Wonder, what is it? What does that say? Wonder what Mr. Schaffer has found out today. I found out today that someone is really mad at me because I said women shouldn't work and that women working and voting and all that stuff has destroyed this country. I mean, it's also made us super rich because we've put twice as many people in the workplace working. And the truth is the women are capable. They're capable, but they're also just the anger. anger and the animosity towards me. I got a call today from my ex-girlfriend. She called me, and then she told me what a horrible person I was. She told me. I asked her, why is Lisa? And, why should somebody not talk to me because I support Donald Trump? Remember, the 17th is going to be the Donald Trump. I got that Donald Trump event. We don't know where it's going to be, but I hope you all can come. Because I like Donald Trump. So you can't be my friend because I like Donald Trump. And I understand why, because they believe, a lot of these people believe that they need all the things that feminism brings in order for them to be happy. And I don't believe that. Hi, everyone. People shouldn't have. I don't know. And then at the same time, look at my sexual behavior. Whatever. It's been bad. I've been a bad boy. I got married when I was like over 40 years old. 43 years old, I got married. I got married earlier. I've had lots and lots of... I think I'm being too open, really. Basically. Am I being too open? I've had lots of girls. I call them girls. Women, age-appropriate women. Luckily, I've not had any non-age-appropriate women, except when I was non-age-appropriate myself. Possibly. I'm trying to remember how old. No, I don't think no. Anyway, hi, everyone, Joe says. Having one of my mute days. Okay, well, there you go. We're going back on track. Maltese Phil is here. Carrie Mack is here. Hello to you. Hello, Zingo. Keith Bexley is here. And he says the right thing, which is like and subscribe, and maybe go to the whatchamacallit. Go join. Are we allowed to join? And if you miss, let's see what else. I had some cinnamon. That's spelled not properly, but I didn't have a cinnamon yet. Yesterday I went out and about. I walked right past it. I walked right inside Co-op, and I didn't have a cinnamon bun because of Claire. Claire tells me you just got to keep on walking. It'd be disrespectful to when you weigh 77.7 kilograms to eat a cinnamon bun. It's not necessary. So we have Shanks here, which is good. He's really involved in this whole business. Mark the Rosian. Hello, Mark. He's saying hello to Claire. I'm just going back on the list here. Come on, Lewis. Who called you a horrible human being? Well, Lucy was really upset with me. She was upset, and I understand. I understand why. Who knows what the real reasons why people get upset? Some people are just looking to get offended, Lewis. No, because if you say to a woman, I think women, this is why I'm losing viewers. Am I losing viewers because I talk like this? 42 people watching. I don't know if but basically having people at the same level. 42, that's so great. Yeah, because what I said was some people are just looking to get offended, says Shanks. I don't. I think because it's so, what do you have if you don't have work? A lot of women are thinking. And women want work. They want to go to the office when they're 22 years old and flirt with the older man or whatever, or any man in an office. They love that. And then they hit 35 and they think, well, I want to have a kid. And it's not that easy to find somebody. And I spoke with a girl today. How are you? Can you get dressed? Get dressed. Come on the show. No, you're not coming on the show. Can you? I'm not talking about that. That's son number one. Number two. He's number one, but he's like, because he's thin and fit, he just thinks he can walk around the house. Come on. Don't come in here. He thinks he can come in here. Come in here. Lewis, people get upset for specific reasons or annoyed or whatever they do with specific reasons. Lewis, you could turn around and say, I don't like Armenians. I wouldn't take it personally. It wouldn't affect me. I'm here to chat and be social and listen. Yeah, but what are you saying? What are you saying, Mark DeRosa? You're saying I'm better than Lucy. No, you're not. You are better than whatever it is. You're not. What it is because I said what I said. I now got lumped in with a group of people who've been called a threat to other groups of people. Teaser Pop is here. Please stop talking about your diet. But be happy with you. You're funny and very sexy. But no more talk about carbs, please. Tiggy says this. Thank you very much. You know what? I can't help myself. It's so important. I went to the top of the chat. I know. I'm miles away. I'm catching up now. Yeah, if someone you know what? I think the thing is, whether you like somebody or not, you have to say to that person, what do you really mean by that? Do you hate me? I'm a woman. Do you want to take away my job, Lewis? Do you want to, all the things that I said specifically? You want me to stop working? How do you propose that? I don't propose that. The point is people anyway. So Ian Higgs is here. I saw this bloke in a restaurant eating a television. He was having a set lunch. That's a joke. We're starting in on the jokes. Anyway, Joodles asked me to go to the front of the line. Let's have a good time here and be happy. Yes, but you're dealing with me, and I'm one of the most miserable persons on earth, and some of you people are miserable too. Lewis, I have a disability, and you are a disability hater. Somehow I still love you. It's almost like if you're easily affected, you don't belong in this chat. Yeah, maybe you're right. I'm not a disability hater. Of course I'm a disability hater. No one likes disabilities. Do you like your disability? You think, oh, this is great. I'm so glad. No. And I have an answer. Oh, my God. £1.60 a gallon for petrol in the USA. Is that right? That can't be right. That's so cheap. What is it here in this country? Is it still £5? £5 a gallon? Or is that £1.60? That's so cheap. Russ, that is offensive, but also a compliment. I'm now massively conflicted. Yeah, what do you do? I don't like my disability. Yeah. And what can we do to get rid of it? I forget what your disability is. I believe carbs. Cut out the carbs. I believe in cutting out the carbs. Cut out the carbs. That's the most important thing. I would say that I was disabled for a long time, back 6-7 years ago. I couldn't get out of bed. My feet were killing me. I couldn't walk. I had to wear glasses, all this stuff. My gums, my teeth were... Can you see the teeth? Can you see the teeth right there? Can you see that right there? I lost a tooth. How horrible is that? Joke. I'm tired of this sex on TV. I keep falling off. Okay, that's a good one, too. That's a good one. We're all working on this. You have a good energy today, Lewis. Yes. Because I thought to myself yesterday, I was horrible. I better have some good energy. I've had 3 cups of coffee, 3 small cups of coffee with about 80 milliliters of double cream. Of course, I read out the jokes. You took the time to think of the joke, to write out the joke, I should read the joke. Shouldn't I read out the jokes? Or if you don't like the jokes. So I say this about women working. I know you're not that interested in what I have to say about women working, but women, I think women enjoy family. Women should be at work. They should, but they also enjoy family matters, do they not? Thank you, Alan Williams. Lewis is great. That's exactly what I want to hear. Working is really important. I was worried about you yesterday. We're talking a lot, and talking is exhausting. Maybe I should just read and look at you people. I sometimes watch some chats on, some live streams, and the person's just sitting there reading it before he decides to say something. And that's a bit dull. Look at the line there. That's because I've got tape on my face. I think joke. Why are graveyards overcrowded? People are dying to get in there. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. It's a joke my dad would tell, and he's dead, and that's sad. It's sad. It's not. I guess it is. He'd be like over 100 years old. He'd be 99.999 years old because he was born in 1925 in October. You don't have to do 2 hours. 90 minutes is fine. Yeah. I mean, I like it. That's the thing. I like doing 2 hours. I like being here because always something interesting happens at the end. We tried a long time. Remember, we tried 4 hours, Shanks. We tried 3 hours. And I think 2 hours could be just about right. The idea that, what are we talking about? I don't even know what we're talking about. Do we? Had to work, get a job after uni, get a career, do something great to do. Just not find a husband and a homemaker, says Joe. Is that what happened to you? You didn't find, not just, don't you have kids? We love you no matter what. But how long your show is. We love you no matter how long your show is. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Claire. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't want to say what I'm saying because it sounds horrible, and I am not one to actually say we should actually have a political party based on this. I don't believe it. What show are you watching where someone just reads something, and why did you watch Josh's show anyway? I sometimes get bored and wander off, but that's life. Yes, you can wander off. I wouldn't love Lewis if his show was only 10 minutes. I would say hi to everyone, and that would be it. Yeah, you want to come in and go. You got 2 hours between five. Maybe you come in late. Maybe you come in early. 2 hours is great. I love those 4-hour shows too. Joe, yes, I have a son, but I didn't get married, Lewis. Well remembered, thanks. The point is, it's not about just getting married. It's about having deep relationships, which I am a divorcee. Okay? I'm a divorcee, so I don't believe in, like I say, I believe in deep relationships. I believe in marriage, but I got divorced. And I should have just stayed in on that. Speaking of, okay, Joe, Daddy Bannister is here, coming in all the way from Laos, which is a country next to Vietnam. So, Pete, he's a pizza, makes pizza. I can't have pizza. Maybe those people where you are can eat the pizza. Thank you, Claire. Anyway, Joodles. Do you think so, Vatanai? Maybe I'm not an extreme feminist, but I'd say most women just want a man who loves and supports her. Yeah. But you want to know something? If people are forced to be married, they could force to be love and support, and they'd get used to each other. And they'd look and they think, well, what can I do? She's my wife. Do I love you? For 25 years, I've cooked for you. For 25 years, I've done this for you. Do I what? Remember that song from Fiddler on the Roof? That's the way things used to be. They weren't great, but people had a partner. They had a partner, and they didn't get divorced. And they didn't have more than, like in my faith, whatever that means. If I have a faith, I'm not sure I've got a faith. But amongst the Jews, you could not have 2 or 3 wives. You had to have one. Anthony's dad is my best friend. Sometimes. You known each other for 26 years. Yeah. You should forced to be married. I believe in that. Am I wrong to say that? Do you feel that every woman you've been involved with has taken a slice of your soul, Warmelian? And done what with it? Have they taken a slice? No, because we've been told, oh, you got to be happy, Lewis. I don't think they've taken a slice. I didn't understand women. And my father didn't explain women. He's just go, your mother, she's crazy. Your mother, she's crazy. And I just thought my mother was crazy. But I think I'm not saying all women are crazy, but they're all capable of getting really upset. As you see, who's gotten upset with me on this thing? People who I really care about. Lucy is one of those people I really care about. She's gotten properly upset with me. And I don't like that. I mean, I'm not angry at her for getting upset with me. Joodles, remember Joodles got upset with me, and I like Joodles a lot. And she got really upset. Mary Ann McCarrick comes in. Lewis, not everyone can do what you do. This is a unique mix of diet and life advice I haven't seen anywhere else. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't hope it's unique. I would like it to be unique. I just want it to be interesting and important and maybe change a life or something. Somebody never said any of this to me. And I think it needs to be said. What can make you, instead of sitting around complaining, well, I got type 2 diabetes, you know? Lewis, not marrying him now after all this time, even though he may want to. Yeah, you should marry him. You should say, I'm sorry. Say, I'm sorry. Forced to be married, Keith Bexley. No. But yes, our society should turn back to focusing on. That's gone up. I've missed a spot there. I've missed a spot there. I've missed a spot there, Keith Bexley. Focusing on marriage. People should be married. I'm not, you know what it is? The problem is you're told there's always something better. And men and women believe that. There's always somebody prettier, younger, nicer, loves you more. That's why we should be forced to stay married. No adultery against the rules. Did she say that to me? Did she say that, Shanks? Yeah, possibly. Because, yeah, I hope I'm not that way. You know, am I that way? I don't know if I'm that way. Hey, guys, I came in and I heard women are crazy, Leanne says. Hello, Leanne. He must have known to come in on the stream. What do you mean? Wait. Hey, guys, I came in and I heard women are crazy. He must have known. He must have known you're coming in on the stream. Oh, that's a good joke, yeah. I mean, all women, they're different than men. And if you say we're all the same, then that's lying. I don't believe that. Women are not the same as men. They could do some things better and some things worse. Lewis, a young Irish woman went to her dad and said, I'm pregnant. Quick as a flash, she said, are you sure it's yours? Okay. All right. It's one of those Irish jokes. I don't really understand. Remember, I'm not from this country. I don't understand the Irish jokes. They say, imagine you're a glass. Each bad relationship cracks the glass, and after a while, the glass isn't the same anymore. Yeah. Well, I hear that a lot. Especially about, yes. Yeah. I'm not going to say what I've heard it about, but yeah. I mean, I think that could be true, Mark. Mark the Rosian said that. That's something. I like women that are a bit psycho, livens up the week. Well, I think all women are a bit psycho, and I think all men are too. Wormelian says Lucy needs to calm down. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she's right. Maybe she's right about me. Maybe I'm breaking a very big rule of our society is not talk like this. We shouldn't talk like this. Claire C is always up there as Lewis's top only fan. Yeah, she should be up there. This show could be a follow-up to Blind Date. Yeah, what time have they made a mistake? I don't think I've ever seen Blind Date. What is? Do they not know each other? Blind Date, or it's not called Blind Date in this country? It's not called Blind Date, where the guy is trying to impress the girl and she picks one. Yeah. Joodles, says Vatanai's Music. Joodles, I agree. It's hard to explain in such a limited format. It's hard for me to explain it. So I would say throw me a bit of weight. Say, do you really mean that? And sometimes I'll backtrack in what I'm saying. I'm saying, oh, I said that as maybe as a joke, whatever. But sometimes, whatever. What happened? I think I'm falling behind in the chat. I'm falling behind because I went back. I don't know what happened. I fell behind. Okay. Mariam McCara says, Lewis, I think it would be a nightmare to have multiple spouses. It's hard enough to keep one person happy. Yeah. I would say that's true. That's true, I think, especially for women. I don't think that women can have multiple spouses because, especially young women who are getting pregnant, they want to know who the father is. Yes, she's entitled to her opinion as much as anyone. I agree with that, Joodles. She is. I'm not mad at her. Do I seem like I'm mad at her? I I paid a dowry to live here in Lionel. You mean Laos? Did it come out as Lionel? Uh, I did. I don't know if she said that. Hey, Leanne, I have to say sorry for nothing and marry Adrian after 26 years then. Yeah, I would say, I mean, at some point, what is marriage anyway? Marriage is, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know whether we should, and at what age. I mean, at different ages. I will tell you something about Russ, okay, Lewis? Russ has never been married, and Russ would never ever get married, but Russ does not believe that any woman would marry Russ anyway. Um, well, that's sad. That's sad. Well, we're going to hook. Who wants to go out with Russ and just look him over and see, would you consider it? I know when you see a guy for the first time, you're not going to marry them the first time. But maybe later, I'd marry you, Russ. Would you marry me? I'd marry you. I don't think there's anyone better for me. Just in case my wife is lurking on here. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like Rose called today, and I'm really fond of Rose. I'm really fond of Rose, I'm really fond of Rose. I don't think there's anyone better for me. Yeah. Marianne says, Lewis, it's only fairly recently that people could choose their own spouses. Many societies were tied up with dowries, land, etc. Yeah, and maybe that's the way it should be. Maybe people shouldn't choose their own spouses. They make a mistake. If you have your parents choose, then you can blame your parents for choosing this horrible person. Yeah, yeah. Women are crazy, says Warmellian, but it's part of what makes them so sexy. Can you imagine a non-crazy woman? It would be like playing Tetris with only one type of block. Okay, I don't really know what Tetris is, but I know what it is, but I don't think I've ever played it. It's hard to believe. Yeah, women are they're a bit like, if you say this, they do that. And you go, oh my God, why did I say that? Why did I say that? Because you think you can get away with it, but you can't. Or maybe you can. Maybe you say, oh my God, I can't believe I told this woman that. Yeah, oh, I see. Redneck Irish. Yeah, but we like Irish people there. A lot of them are on our team. On our team. And you change who's not on your team. I remember when I was a kid, we used to make Polish jokes. They're on our team right now. When is Lucienne coming on the show? I don't know. I spoke with her. She's doing all right. She's not mad at me. I hope. She's not mad at me. Was she mad at me? I don't remember. Or she's not angry. Or she was mad at somebody else. Yeah. So women crazy? They are crazy. Are men crazy too? I would say we are. I mean, women don't understand men, and they go, "Oh my God, I can't believe that guy did that. Why did he do that? Why did he do that?" That's what women want to know. Why did he do that? No, it's just this is Joe saying, no, all the men that I've met have been or must have been unlucky, must try harder. What happens is at some point, men don't want to get married. They don't want to get married. Do you like Dickens cider? I don't know what that. Oh, is that a joke? Dickens cider. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, Avocado Man. Could you tell me? Women are like hurricanes, wet and wild, and then they take your house. Yeah, they can do that. They can do that. You can't rest with women. You've got to try to constantly please them. But men too. Oh my God, he promised to love me forever, and now he doesn't love me forever. But you got to sit there and go, he'll love me again. Let me try to get him to love me. He'll love me again. I was nice. Now I'm just a fruitcake. Much more fun. I'm a nut job and proud. Is that true, Leanne? I don't think, you don't seem like that to me, but I think, Botanized Music's talking to Jules. Correct, because people like that women are unreasonable and hypocrites, or men too. You're talking about men, yeah. I love fruit, Leanne, so that's Mark Zarosian. Let's all hook up and meet. I don't mean hook up and have sex. Let's all talk to each other. Let's go to the Discord and talk to people and say, hey, what are you doing? I'm in this thing. Lewis, not looking necessarily for marriage, but a great, funny, normal kind of guy. Very rare. You're saying you're looking for a great, funny, normal kind of guy. You're making a joke, right? Great and normal. Great and funny and normal isn't the case. Most men are horrible. Basically, I'm horrible. I'm horrible. you know, I wish I'd gotten married. I'd gotten married really young. That's true. Found meeting girls so easy in my 20s and met some awesome girls. Now I'm nearly 30, Warm Ellion. I'm struggling to meet girls serious about dating. Be, how old are the girls? Maybe they're too young for you or too old for you. Be proud. I'm quirky and proud. You are. You are quirky. Vote in the poll on Discord if you fancy an exercise in futility. No, it's not. I looked at the poll. I'm reading the poll. It's not. I could change it any moment. So you're talking directly to the guy who can decide this. None of my ex-girlfriends ever got my money. Yeah, and then you wonder why you don't got a girlfriend now. Lovely to see you. Steve Cuff is here. Welcome, Steve. Russ is 51 now, and Russ believes that women are too hard work. So Russ is considering buying a blow-up doll. Actually, Russ is considering buying an ISIS. Yeah. Okay, I don't know if I can say that. Yeah. But they are hard work. But they're also, I tell you something, when I don't have a girlfriend, I'm feeling really, really, really lonely. Hi, all. Back for a couple of days, perhaps. Hope you're well. Steve Cuff is here. So everybody, let's welcome Steve Cuff. He's been there in the beginning, and he's there now. Let's see how many people we've got on our chat. 45. We're doing really, really, really well, and we're really happy to have Steve Cuff because he means, Steve, I don't think you understand how much you mean to people because people are saying, where's Steve Cuff? Where's Steve Cuff? Where is Steve Cuff? You are like a hurricane is a Neil's. I don't think that's the same song. Caroline Cooper is here. Evening, Leanne, Steve Cupp, great having you. How you having him? We got 47 people watching. That is so good. Ian Higgs, for your information, I'm not horrible. Yeah. Well, men are horrible. We look at girls because we're very visually oriented. So if a pretty girl walks by, but we also want a nice, loving person. We want someone who's going to replace the loving people in our lives. Last we want to be is boringly safe. Mark Therosian speaks to Leanne. Yeah. Alan Williams comes in at 46. Thank you very much. Lewis, I will pop around for coffee and make you less lonely. Always the promises. Always promises, Leanne. Claire C. Love quirky. Who wants to be normal? No. And men don't want normal, but we want, this is why I'm in favor of like forcing people to stay married. Because it's a lot of work when a woman could just go, oh, my friends are much happier than I am. I want to make me happy. I want him to make me money. Seriously, is nobody on this thread apart from me happy with the love of their life? I was happy with the succession of easy women before I met my wife, and now I'm happier now. Yeah. But you got to, number one, you got to convince yourself this is the only way to go, that my wife is the only way to go. And maybe we need a police state to say you can't get divorced. If I was up for dating a woman in her late 20s, says Warmellian is about 30, I'd probably find a wife easier, but then I'm going to have less children. So you're looking for how old a woman? The woman you're looking for is 22, and she's looking for a much older man who maybe has more money than you or whatever you have, Warmellian. Is that right? Isn't that true, everybody? Listen to what I'm saying if you disagree with that. I would love to pop around and see Lewis, but he only wants a woman friend. You know what? We'll all... Come around, Fatanai. Come around. I'll give you a great big hug. Not great for them, Leanne. At the moment, keeping on fighting the corrupt system. What did you... I hope things are getting better for your friend Steve Cuff. I missed that. Joe says she's single, but giving it one more go. So tiring. Spent years on it. Laugh out loud. What is too big our age gap? It's like he's 30 years old, Mark, and he wants a girl who's 22 or 20 or 18, whatever it is. He's 29. And a 19 maybe doesn't want to go with a 29-year-old. Maybe a 19-year-old or 22-year-old doesn't want to go out with that. Wants to go out with an older man, and maybe a man her own age who's got to, rock hard. Okay? Steve Cuff, Leanne, the big heart for Leanne. Leanne is looking mighty good right now. Mighty, mighty good. I've seen a picture of her, and she just looks so slender and beautiful. So let's all do that. Let's all look at how slender and beautiful. We all need to meet up someplace, sometime. We all do. We all will. We all will. I'm going to arrange it. Or maybe I won't arrange it. Maybe Kinsey will arrange it. Maybe you'll arrange it. Maybe you'll have a northern meetup and you'll invite me and maybe I'll come. I'm a disaster on my own, you Jared. I hate my own company. I do too. Listen to me. I'm here all by myself. And people might hate me. I got to totally focus all the time on not being an obnoxious person. Don't we all? Don't we all? So I'm with you. I'm with you. I've been getting withdrawal symptoms for the lesser spotted. Well, it's not spotted. Is that my knee? Are you talking about my knee? Let's all look at Leanne. Well, maybe you can put a picture up, Leanne, in Discord. Vera Lim. What is that in reference to, Donna? But thank you for coming in. Donna shows her beautiful face. Haven't we all? Okay, I don't know what this is all about. Always. Vera Lynn, she's dead. Or did she die today? How old is she? How old was she? Wrong knee. Sorry. I think both my knees are basically the same. One knee has two little holes in the side where I had knee surgery years and years ago. And it only went away. The pain, even with the surgery, the pain went away when I went low carb. And they say, oh, it's because you're fat. No, it's low carb. We need to talk in Discord, guys, and figure out somewhere to meet. And you could say, Lewis, can you come here? And then I'll come. And we'll all have a hug. And there'll be some like really, really awkward moments. And you'll see what a real person I am, perv. I am. If this show ever turns into a dating website, I bagsy Joodles. There you go, Joodles. You got a girl, Alan Williams. How old are you, Alan? How old are you? It's looking strange color today, Lewis. My knee is black. I'm wearing black jeans. Low carbs. Yeah, low inflammation. Yeah, low irritation. Carbs causes irritation, which causes inflammation, which causes disease. Yes, I'll consider myself bagsied. By Alan Williams. Yeah, you go for it. Go for it. Pretend you're on Resonance FM when Paul comes. It might help in keeping things civil between the two of you on contentious issues. That's right. That's some brilliant advice, Shanks. Because I'm on the radio, Ofcom is listening, and I don't want to be screaming. I shouldn't be screaming. Should I be screaming? I don't want to be screaming. How are the boys? Well, today the youngest son is not working, so he's walking around the house in his underwear because he's thin and beautiful. He knows it annoys me. And he says, can I come on the radio? I said, not dressed like that. Did you hear that? This is a real thing that happened just before. Mark the Rosian, don't hug me for more than 5 seconds. Once we go past 5 seconds, I can't control it. Yeah, well, yeah, we could have, yeah, maybe I'll make it 6, 7. We'll push our luck. I'm not gay. I don't believe when I even say that in that way. I'm against homosexuality, but I'm a nice long hug with a guy. Nice long hug. We need love. We want to be loved. I'll give you a great big love, Mark the Rosian. There's research, half Armenian, to prove that a hug longer than 20 seconds builds trusts between people. Yeah, but they have to go in it together and want to do it together. You don't just hug a complete stranger, Joodles. Bugger. I fancied Claire C. with nice hair. Yes, Claire C., are you available? She's not available. She's married, and she's flirting with me, wasting her time. If this becomes a dating show, I bagsy the cuck chair. The cuck chair. You want to do the chair here? Is that what this is? I think Vera Lynn has been dead a while, says Marianne. McCara. Be like Kettle and Sing. Great song. I don't know what that is. I had a 3-second hug. I can do a 3-second hug, Joe. So I may have trust issues. 48 people watching. How fabulous. We've done a really good job in holding on to people. Because that's what this show is. It's not just me. It's you. It's we got to make it interesting for people to watch. And the more they watch, the more they know these people. And they more. Leanne is a hugger. She's a beautiful, beautiful hugger. So there you go. Oh, Alan Williams, says Joodles, you've lost out to Hugh on the show, on the chair. Alan Williams, is it Bagsy or Bagsy? I want to get this right. What does that word mean, Alan Williams? Can you just write out what it means? If he's your ex, did the 20-second hugs not really work? Yeah, sometimes men want to get... I don't even know what you mean by that, but I think I know what you mean. Alas, he didn't read the study, Steve Cuff. I didn't read the study. Yeah, this show is 100% all about holding on. Yeah, let's hold on to each other. I mean, we need to hold on to each other for England, for the Angles, the Saxons, the Jutes, the Celts, the Welsh, the Irish, the Scots, the Picts, the Cornish, all the tribes of this country. Even, all the countries, not just the white ones, all the people who are here who say, I'm more English than I am whatever country I came from. That's what we want. Lewis, you need a 69. I'm referring to a viewer count. Okay. Joodles says, I'm going Bagsy, but the past participle surely must be Bagsy. What does it mean? Bagsy is like calling shotgun, Lewis? What does that mean? Like, she's my first choice? Claim. Okay, claim. I understand that says Maltese Phil. Yeah, you're claiming Joodles. And she didn't fight it off. And she's, I mean, there you go. Paul Yu says, I can't make it. Why not? I got to write him back. Why not? People are expecting you. They're expecting you. He's mad at me or something. People are expecting you. I shouldn't have said that he's coming. Okay, so Paul, Chinese Elvis. We are so lonely, and I'd go into minutes of hugging if I felt comfortable. Okay, fanciable. Yeah, that's the way we are. We're all lonely. We're all lonely. There's the flag by Donna Aylesbury. Put your flag up, everybody. Let me see if I can put my flag up. I'll put up... I got this flag, American flag, because I can't find my other flag. Where is my other flag? Where's my other flag? I don't know where the other flag is. I can't write a flag. No, he's just, he says sorry. I don't know why he says he's sorry. Why? He just says sorry. Why? I was expecting you. Let me get back onto I can't type. Anyway, I don't want to do a split screen. I want to have a human being right here, right sitting next to me. Don't you want to I don't want to have a split screen. That's like every other podcast. That's horrible. It's horrible. If Paul's not coming on, can we get a refund? Yes, you can. 100% off. Don't worry, Lewis. We love having just you. Thank you, Leanne. And Leanne is great. Who's done a Bagsy on Leanne? Could I do a Bagsy on Leanne? Let's see. If Paul's not going to get a refund, Joodles is laughing at that. She's a good girl. Donna Aylesbury. Steve Cuff. I thought the Welsh flag was St. David's. Claire puts up the British flag. Yeah. Well, let's be pro-British. Okay, wait, there was a joke in there that I might have missed. Will do, Steve, says Joe, and it was said lovely as you know. And it was said lovely as you know, Steve Cuff. Okay, Marianne, she's in favor of Ireland. I think that's Ireland and America. She's become an American. I can't believe what the censors stopped me saying. Like when people here like Cheese String and Holly Hill write in here. Have they stopped you? Every time somebody stops you from writing, put it in the Discord or something, I guess. I'm getting picked on by the YouTube censors, Warmelion. Yeah, maybe they've decided that who knows what the story is with these people, with the YouTube thing. Are you on top comments, Lewis? No. I'm on top chats. Let me see. Let me go back up. I don't see that. I'm getting all the messages. My boys don't like hugs. I have to corner them to get one. 25, 23, and 16. My husband, nobody wants to hug their mom, except, nobody wants to hug their mom. Because what happens if you get a Woody and you're hugging your mom? Marianne. No, your boys, they're like, my kids are 24, 22, and 22. And they don't, maybe they hug their mom. They like to hug me more. I think I got to push them away. It's a bit creepy. Leanne, keep going, girl, says Leanne, says Claire. You will lose it again, only a small amount of weight, but you look gorgeous. What happened? What happened, Leanne? Did I miss something that happened to Leanne? What did you say? I missed that. I missed that. What happened, Leanne? Did you gain a bit of weight? I gained a bit of weight, and now I'm like focusing. You have to focus. I didn't have any apples in the park. I didn't have any plums in the park. I didn't go to my local shop across the street. I didn't walk down and get pizza. Sorry for not getting pizza to Daddy Bannister. This is what you got to do. This is what we have to do to be thin. I don't have flag capability either. Don't hug your kids. Don't hug your kids. This is just the way it is. Because your mom, wow, can I get a Woody hugging my mom? Need to try that. No, you cannot. You cannot. That's why girls should hug each other. But boys, I'm not saying they can get a Woody, but it's a bit awkward. My daughter loves a hug. She's 25. When I go and see her, we always have lots of hugs because she doesn't have a pee-pee, and you don't have a... Anyway, eating hospital food while dad is ill. How much weight did you gain? Don't eat hospital food. And they wonder why people are so sick in the hospital, because hospital food is just high-carb death. History is the sexiest of all subjects, Warmelion. What? I missed that here. Just giving history lessons. Nothing erotic, says Warmelion. It is. It can be very erotic. Lots of pillaging and whatever. That's not sex, but I don't think that's pillaging. Girl from Mars is here. Thank you, Girl from Mars. We're at 47 people. Good to see you, Girl from Mars. She's got 5 kids, so no complaining. That's really good. You've helped the world. I need your love and hugs today. Just woke up today and want to cry. Yeah, I feel that every single day. I'm always really, I'm sad a lot. And the only time I'm not sad is when I'm talking to you people. Yeah. Hospital food doesn't make you any better. The hospital doesn't make you any better. It doesn't make you better, says Mark Therosian. I don't think it does. Lewis, could you please do a shout out to my neighbor Amanda? Her name is Hug. Amanda Hug. This is oh, you're making a joke. Larry David has a 5-second rule. Yeah. I mean, he's probably just saying, but who? You got to remember, people want to hug a Larry David. They don't want to hug, if you're famous or if you're beautiful or whatever. 43, and always kiss and hug my parents. And Nana, goodbye, and tell them I love them. Yeah, you're a good daughter, and you're a good granddaughter. You're lovely. Marianne McCara, Mark, she says, Mark, I hold on to you for a good 10 seconds. A good 10 seconds. And then I steal a kiss on the cheek if I can. And they're all taller than me somehow. I miss when they used to crawl into bed with me for a cuddle. Yeah, that's why you got to love your kids when you're young. You got to love them when they're young. You got to love your parents while they're living. We got to love each other. You've got to love Lewis. Hit the like button, says Wormelli. And yes, subscribe and chat with us, please. And maybe join 10 pence a day. Would that kill you? I hate to ask for money. I spent 8 days in the hospital when I broke my leg 11 years ago. The food was great, and I didn't think of smoking, so all good. Of course it was great, because it's all carbs, and it's all like fruit cups and stuff like that, and toasted bread, with maybe not even with butter, with fake butter. Yeah. So Girl from Mars is feeling a bit better. We're with you. We can you get dressed? Okay. Thank you. Everybody, we're giving Girl from Mars a big, big, big hug. Everyone. Okay. Lauren is sending big love and hugs and hearts and stuff. Shank says, come on, Discord, Girl from Mars. Let's give Girl from Mars a hug. Let's all do the Alan Williams. Just type UK or the country of choice, and it should prompt a flag. Okay, I just learned something. There you go. Just put the country. How do we do this? Let me just say UK. Mine is not coming out. Let's just see. See, is it coming out? I'm not getting a flag. I don't see any flags. Let me just see if I put UK flag. What does proper stuff mean, Joe? Yeah. They don't have it. They have this flag. This is the worst flag. They have this flag. Okay. I don't cover the UK flag. Your son's a wooden Lorna. Well, that's the thing. That's why we have to stay married. We have to stay married because our kids run out. Proper food is vomit. Yes. I don't know whether you mean that, Joodles, but proper food in the hospital is not good. Look what they sell. Look what they sell in the machines there in King's College Hospital. Yes, I think when you get older, it means even more because of knowing that it's not forever. Yes. And they also have that, Mark Therosian. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me see what he says. He says, I'm feeding the dog when I come. Is it better to come on Friday? Your people hate me anyway. They don't hate you. They don't hate you. They don't hate you. They want an argument. We love you, Paul. Go online. They love you, Paul. Anyway, I had a screenshot of the flag next to your name, Lewis. Yeah. That's right, Lewis, a bit gay. Anyway, it doesn't work, so it works for England flag. Maybe they're trying to take the flags off. Maybe they want to, they're fighting for social cohesion. It's better to just show up on Friday. I mean, okay, Paul. No, people don't hate you, and they want to get into an argument. They want an argument. Well, do you want an argument with Paul? Elon Musk just posted the St. George flag on his X. It's not a huge Musk fan, but it's nice to see so much of the world support the UK taking back our country. Yes, he's talking about England and Ireland and whatever, all of our countries. I just wanted to stay in longer as the food was so good. Not joking. Everyone slags off hospital food. But in QA, in Portsmouth, was great. Just saying. Yeah, but you'd get out, you would have gotten out earlier if you had raw meat and raw eggs. It's not the diabetes-inducing flag. What's the diabetes-inducing flag? England, says Alan Williams. Lorna, you did stay married. I am married now. I just found a pink X. Yeah, what is going on? What is government? No Welsh flag because they want it. They're fighting for. They're so worried about social cohesion. Okay, he'll come on Friday. He'll come on Friday. I've got good energy. So everything is fine. You had a broken leg. You didn't. You could have gotten out earlier. Your leg could have healed earlier. It refused the England flag. Rebellion is here. The St. George Cross flag has been banned in the UK version of YouTube. The only way is by using a VPN. You know what? We do not need a free speech rally on the 13th. We need a fighting for our country flag, or your country, my country. Lorna is oh, that's right. That's right. Sorry, love. Well, you'll have Lewis. I will give you a hug. I will give you a hug. And all the women who want me only to themselves are going to say, well, he had to do it. And then they won't be mad. Now that I know his purpose is to show I'm up for an argument. Yes. Yeah, he wants to be liked too. He's an actor. He's a trained professional actor. He wants to be like me. How much do I want to be liked? Shanks is number 3 in the thing here. He's done an amazing job. Hello, Rebellion. Okay. I'll be there on the 13th. I think I might be there. Yeah, I'll meet you all there. Why don't we all meet there? I'll pick a spot and we'll all meet. And you say, hey, Lewis, there's Lewis. And you'll all give me a hug, and it could be very, very inappropriate. I was in the hospital for 3 days 3 years ago. And while most of the food was okay, they cannot do a decent cup of tea or mashed potatoes. So I sent them instructions when they asked for my feedback. It's America. America's not mashed potatoes, and America's not tea. You can't get a good cup of tea in America the way they make a good cup of tea in this country. It's all watery. They put it in for just a second, and then they take it out. It's got nothing. China's flag got waved through. That's really, really bad. Really, really bad. I'm not happy about that. But the truth is, when you say good food is raw meat, raw, fresh, red meat, and eggs. That's what I call good food. Lewis, says Joe. I'm not going to get into an argument, but had to have a plate. She's not going to go on with me, but had to have a plate put in as it was broken badly. Yeah, maybe you needed to stay there for 7 days, but we need to know what good food is. Don't we need what good food is? What do you think good food is? It's red, raw meat. This is what I think it is. What have I eaten today? I've had 90% of my calories have been red, raw meat, eggs. I had six eggs for breakfast, and I had 70 or 80 milliliters of double thick whatever. Okay, so I told him to come Friday. He might have been depressed, whatever. A couple of times he didn't show up at all during the early days. I was like really, really upset because I thought I had to have a guest. But I'm glad he didn't show up, because he didn't show up. I said I'm going to do this all by myself. And I don't want to do a shared show. I think hospital food is generally good. It isn't, because it's not keto, and it's plant-based, and it's high starch. So that's not good. It's not raw meat. Okay, but Steve Cuff says it's generally good. Sometimes I go to the hospital canteen just to have a meal, not even visiting anyone, but the price is good, and it's a proper meal. Anytime you're eating a proper meal, okay? Anytime you're eating a proper meal, remember, it's not proper. Not proper. Did anyone watch Nigel's Operation Restore Justice speech? I didn't see that, no. Maybe it's where we all need to meet. He can't go there because there's going to be Tommy Robinson's there. And he's at war with Tommy Robinson. Somebody has to say, Tommy Robinson is our man. He's leading the country. Yes, I agree with that. Anyway, tepid tea could have made it with the tap. Mashed potatoes like flavored wallpaper paste. I wrote out the instructions for the New York Presbyterian Food Service people. Is that where you were? Were you at New York Presbyterian Hospital up there on 160, whatever street that is? Red raw. No, no. I had cooked lamb. I had cooked right. What did I have for breakfast this morning? 300 grams of cooked lamb. It was delicious. Someone gave me cooked lamb. I don't want to say who it was, but I think she's quite fond of me. And did that make me fond of her? Totally it did. Totally it did. It works. It works. You got to work. It did work. Regardless of what Nigel said in the speech, it was the passion he held while he said it. Okay. Did he have passion when he said it? Tommy Robbins. Not Tony. Tommy. Tony Robinson is great too. I used to love that show. We've got 3 days to investigate 2,000 years of history. 2,000 years of history. I had S with sugar on it. Yeah. I had no time for Tommy Robinson until I saw the trigonometry interview with him. Well worth a watch. Well, do you know what? Some of our leaders are not the greatest people in the world. He's right. Would you stop writing me? Okay. I'm on line. He thinks this is a stupid time to do a live show. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very, very much, Paul. Okay. Stop messaging me. Because it comes right on the screen. I cannot think if you're messaging me. I can't think. So stop messaging me now. I'm going to turn them off. Okay. Okay, let's get back on track. Let's get back on track. I should take a break. Okay. He thinks it's a stupid time to be doing the show. I think 5 o'clock is all right. How many people do we have now? How many people do we have? It still says 20 on this thing. We've got over 40, 45 people watching this thing. So let's get back on track and make this as interesting as possible. Okay. Let's see what we're doing here. I think we lost it. Tommy loves to cry. He won't be there on the 13th September. Will he be there? I think maybe he won't be there. Okay. Sorry, folks, but Nigel is a snake. He may be the only guy we got. That's the problem. Is he going to fight for your country? Is he going to fight? The best lamb are in the Lamb District, in the Lake District, England. Hardwick sheep, says Lorna. Yeah, it's great lamb. Lamb is amazing. We got 43 people watching right now. I want every one of you people to press the like button. Every single one. That'll be 41, not 27. Even if you don't like it. I'm unsure about Nigel, Steve Cuff. We've given a chance to everyone else, and they've ruined the country. Well, we gave a chance to the Tories, and they've ruined the country. And we knew that the... maybe I didn't know. We knew that Labor was going to ruin the country, but he's ruined the country. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what Steve Cuff says. That's a good point. Fattenai comes in and says, I don't know if Farage is a snake or Tommy Robinson, whoever. Team World will intervene to impose its will in the end. That could be true. Could be true. Everybody join Discord. If you can't get the Discord, write it down here and I'll put a new link in. I don't even think he wants it, Steve Cuff. Did anyone else see that horrific rap video? I died of cringe. I didn't see that, Judas, but that's nice to know. I think everyone else is disappointing, comma. So people are going, or period. So people are going for something else. It's bound to happen. Yes. I can show my flag. Which one is your flag? That's the England flag, the Scottish flag, the Welsh flag, the British flag. You can't show the Welsh flag. Every Easter, Marianne says, we try to decide lamb or ham, and invariably go with ham, as my sons are fond of the ham for sandwiches the next day. Yeah. Yeah, you got to heat up the lamb. I have mostly my lamb is warmish, but raw. Whereas beef, I eat it. It's cold. It's totally raw. It's cold because lamb fat, whatever congeals much earlier. I like ham too. I never had ham until I was about 18 years old because I grew up in an old Jewish community. So I never had ham. But as a Jew, did we say we should make ham illegal because my people do not eat ham? No, we did not. Go fight for pork, fight for dogs, fight for seeing women's faces. I'm glad you have hope, half Armenian, and I'd love to be wrong. Yeah, yeah. Well, what do you do? Well, maybe we should take a vote on that. Should we stand with Tommy Robinson? Maybe the reason I'm not on the program is because I'm not in favor of Tommy Robinson. Who knows? If I was in Donnie, okay, that's in Doncaster, I'd be voting for the Yorkshire Party. I'm not allowed to vote there here in Malta. Well, I don't think people should be only people. Yeah, maybe. So we could talk about that. Should people who are like outside the country be allowed to vote? Yeah, and then maybe they would come back. They would change the country. I think maybe not. I thought the poll we took showed 7 a.m. was the winner. I didn't see it that way. I'll have to look. I'll have to look. Go into the Discord and vote. Is it all done? I'm partial to a slow cooked lamb shank. Me too. It's amazing, amazing. But I also know that raw lamb. They call lamb. They call lamb land salmon, like salmon from the land. I'm English, Scottish, and Irish. Leanne said. Only once had a bit of Welsh in me. Okay, I've had a Welsh girlfriend. I've had an English girlfriend, and I'm married to a Scottish girlfriend. And I got a couple of beautiful Scottish girls looking at me. I don't know. Poll's still open. Go to the Discord. I emailed GB News and asked for you to be invited on. I appreciate that, Lorna. I appreciate that. It means something. At least it puts me in their mind. I do appreciate the comma wasn't needed in that sentence. Just saying. Ignore that and carry. And yeah, maybe you're right. It wasn't needed, but I think maybe a period needed. Maybe you could have more Welsh if you want. Yeah, I guess Steve is Welsh, right? I didn't get past 8 seconds of it. And I'm also submitting a therapy notice. I don't know what that's all about. My real name is Peter. I don't use it on X or YouTube. That's your real name. Well, meet Peter. Meet Peter. Let's call each other by our names here so we know who we're talking about. We know who we're talking about. Okay, I think we know who we're talking about. So how many people do we have in line? People always take a break. We've got 39 people. Let's all take a break. Let's all take a break. Can we all take a break? I'd like to be asked to do stuff. I'd like Malteseville. I'd like that. Let's all take a break. Don't write anything. Don't write anything. Don't write anything. Okay? Because I'm going to go in the other room and I'm going to just maybe wash my face and come out here again. And then we'll do the last 45 minutes of the show. This show has been the best show ever. Best show ever. You people have been the best so far. Leanne, brilliant. Lorna, brilliant. Maltese, brilliant. Shanks, Steve Cuffs, you've been brilliant. Okay? You know, you've all been brilliant. Let's see who else has been brilliant. Marianne has been brilliant. Mark the Rosine has been brilliant. Who else? You've all been good. Mars Girl has been brilliant. Joodle's brilliant. Okay? There's a poll here. Okay, I'm going in the other room. I'm going to wash my face and come back newly invigorated. Don't go anywhere. Well, you can go anywhere. You go to the bathroom yourself. Go. There we go. Okay. 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 Here we go. I'm back. I'm back, everybody. I'm back, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for staying in. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for staying in. Thank you. I went and washed my face. I couldn't go in the bathroom, so I did it in the kitchen sink. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway. So here we go. There we go. Well, I went inside and I said I wasn't going to eat anything, but I went and I ate what did I eat? I had 15 milliliters of double cream. Of double cream. Of double cream. And can I tell you a story about double cream? I never ate any. I mean, I had whipped cream as a kid, but I never had any. I never ate double cream. We never had it in my house. I never tasted the idea of having a spoonful of double cream. Do you like that? Because I love that. I love double cream. So I never had it. So this is something that's come in my life in my 60s. 60s. That's so old. That's so old. Anyway. What happened? What happened with Russ? Did something bad happen with Russ? Did I miss Russ? What are you saying to Russ, Joodles? Rebellion, I don't think she's not disability rebellion. Disability rebellion, she's going to come in, or he's going to come in a couple of minutes. Maybe we should all have something to say to her when she comes in. We should all say the same thing. Something funny. Not something nasty, something funny. What did Russ say? Leanne says that Farage may not change anything, but he's the guy who's got the potential for changing things. Yeah. But it's sort of like Donald Trump. He's not 100% perfect, but he's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Let's see. So we're back. We missed a lot of this stuff. A lot. My belly button itches. Bloody Okay. Who did you see live twice, Vantanai? Rebellion. Petri thing is very dull. I like Mike Graham and Kev. YouTube is not buffering, Lewis. What does that mean? Are we being blocked? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does it mean? What does that mean? Is everybody able to get YouTube, or are we being blocked? Jersey cream is the best. Could be, yeah. I mean, I don't believe in pasteurization. I'm trying to not. I mean, I buy milk across the street. I don't drink much milk, but I went and bought the non-pasteurized milk, raw milk, and I drank an entire bottle. And then I got sick. I started throwing up, and I went to the hospital, but it was too late, and I died. Oh, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Lewis, relax and read more carefully. Okay, I've got to, really. I've got to read more carefully. I've got to read. It says Joodles. I've got to read more carefully. I already sent it back. Okay. Petri Hoskin is a blank, whatever it is, and a trader says she's boring. Says she's boring is saying she's boring is very generous. Warmellian. Okay, Lewis, it's all fine and glad you're not dead. I did not die from eating raw milk. People could die from eating raw milk if they're not healthy. If they've had a high carb diet, you can die from eating raw milk. So you got to make sure you're healthy before you eat raw milk. It's like COVID. All those people who were sick and dying during COVID because they were like sick and dying. So you got to be careful when you're sick and dying. You can catch a cold and die, basically. Do you know that Jo is number 2? She's number 2 in the crown. So there you go. Joodles is number 3. Number 3. Okay. At number 3. So that's what I want to say. This is where I have a problem. Getting back on track. What were we talking about that was so entertaining? This is the thing. I keep my fingers crossed, Steve Cuff. Who's going to occupy the front seat of the bus now, though? I don't know. I don't know what this is about. Remove the milk from the cow first. It's easier to consume. Yeah. I watched that guy's videos on Facebook. Where he's, whatever the guy's name is. Dan? Is his name Dan? And about milking cows. He's got cow machines and they wash it. It's absolutely brilliant. It's brilliant. But milk, I'm against pasteurization. It makes it easier to sell. Maybe you don't want people. It's easier. You make more money on pasteurized milk. Maybe. Lorna says she was very poorly drinking raw milk once. Well, I've been poorly eating lots of foods. We get sick. That's why we get sick. But we have stomach acid. Okay. Yeah. I now have this awful udder drinking image. Yeah. It's kind of gross says Jo, to think about sucking on a cow. Most cultures don't drink cow's milk. But I think very few cultures, I think only a billion people drink cow's milk. But I grew up during a time when we could drink it. And if you keep on drinking it from when you're a little baby, right? When that happens, then you get used to drinking it. Why drink milk once you are an adult in tea and coffee? Fine, but not as a standalone drink. Well, that's actually the reason why you should drink milk. It's got milk nutrients and cultures and stuff like that. So maybe that's the reason. The other reason is it's the only food that's meant to make us fat because it's the only food that we eat that's got carbs in it. It wants us to be fat. Does it not want to be fat? Does anybody else drink raw milk or drunk? I've only had it once in my entire life. That was like a couple of months ago. And it was, first of all, it's delicious to know that it's raw. You can taste the bacteria in it. There's bacteria everywhere. Look, watch this. Watch what I'm going to do. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm eating bacteria. There's bacteria on me. I drink so much milk. It's my favorite. Yeah. But remember, it can make you fat, everybody. That's why you've got to write it down in your, whatchamacallit, in your thing. In your thing. Okay. Anyway, I drink so much milk. It's my favorite. Okay. Vatanai says, I don't like drinking milk. Oat milk is disgusting, in my opinion, says Rebellion. Yes, it is. It is disgusting. It's not good for you. And it's not milk, so they shouldn't call it milk. Lewis, are you one of those people who can never wear a hat? I just look dreadful if I try that. By wearing a hat, you don't look good in a hat, or you just... I mean, when I used to wash my hair, and if I wore a hat, my hair looked horrible. I had hat hair because it was all dry and it was all good. It wasn't like that. But ever since I stopped washing my hair, I can put a hat on. I can put a hat on because my hair is naturally oily and wonderful. My son used to love milk, says Lorna, and now he hates it. He has water on his cereal. Yeah, well, cereal is not good. It's not good. I haven't had cereal in a very long time. I used to have it at the studio, but I don't have it anymore. So tell your son not to have it, Lorna. Leanne, what does Leanne say? Leanne, we'll have to wait and see, I suppose. What are we waiting, Lewis? What are we waiting and seeing? Anyway, the oats don't even have teats, FF's sake. Yes, they don't. They're not real, and they're bad for you. Oats are not happy food. You got to soak them for like a week. That's what the Scottish people do. Or even overnight. You got to soak them overnight to kill all the lectins and whatever they got in there. Milk is the only natural food produced specifically for humans to consume. All other foods are up for debate, not milk. That is true. That is true. Well, is cow milk for humans? Or just human milk is for humans and only for babies? That's an interesting point. Keith Bexley. Everybody, let's argue this point. This is what our show's going to be. Let's argue Keith Bexley's point. He's saying milk is the only natural food produced specifically for humans. Human milk is, I would say, but not cow's milk. Coffee Mate is lovely in coffee. Yes, it is, but it's toxic. What are the ingredients in coffee? Let me look that at Coffee Mate, because I looked it up, and once I looked it up, I couldn't have Coffee Mate anymore. What is Coffee Mate ingredients? Coffee Mate ingredients in the UK. So this is probably better than in America. Okay, what are the ingredients in Coffee Mate? What is the ingredients? Glucose syrup, palm kernel oil, milk protein, stabilizers, anti-caking agents. Yeah. Glucose syrup, which is obviously sugar. Okay, emulsifies color. The color. Yes. Yeah. Yes. The answer is no. The answer is no. No Coffee Mate. All right, what do we do? So Marianne says, I only have a scant bit in tea. I don't drink coffee black. I drink my coffee black. I don't stir a bit of milk in my oatmeal. Well, as a kid, I had oatmeal every single day practically. I loved it. I loved pouring the milk on the oatmeal, having butter and having the butter spread out on the lakes of milk, and then the whatchamacallit syrup, maple syrup, because I'm an American. My dad's family were farmers. They drank milk from their own cows, completely unprocessed. The village had milk from a neighboring farm. It was only cooled and then filtered. Yes, Vatanai, yes, it's good stuff. There is a dairy farm near me, says Lauren, and the milk comes straight from the cow. It's treated, though. Well, what does it mean to treat? Is it pasteurized? No. Yes, I had a bottle of milk from Clarkson's farm. You pay for the empty bottle, and then they fill it. They fill it. Not sure if it was pasteurized, though. So you had to buy the bottle. The only way I drink coffee is with milk. Alan Williams comes in and says, Lewis, I was trying to tempt you into putting a hat on. Ladies might love it. Well, because my hairline is sort of going. But it's also, this is a bad angle. I wanted to have like a higher angle like that. I think I might look better. Well, what do the women's want? What do the women's want? Thank you, Alan, for trying to get more ladies interested in me. Why are cows poor? Because the farmers milk them dry, says Russ. Good joke. Cheese string, hello. Men produce milk too. Can they? I've heard that, but I'm not so sure. His starting soon thumbnail with a hat, isn't it? Yeah, I got a hat on there, Alan Williams. Yes, it's right there. I tried my nieces. Warmelon says humans should only be consuming human milk. They should be milking women to enjoy delicious cereals with, or a nice cup of tea. I no. Sperm is men milk, is man milk. No. Can we be nice? We're not. This is what happens late in the show. Something bad happens. Something bad happens. Lorna drinks coffee mate. No. No, do not drink coffee mate. Raw milk is the best. Don't drink coffee mate because it's made with toxic stuff. Donna loves raw milk. There you go. Donna and I agree with Donna completely on so many different subjects. I don't like man milk, though. No. Vanilla latte. What about a vanilla latte? Well, latte is a lot of milk. Casa Grande is here, old-fashioned TV. This is an old friend of mine. Hello, Simone. Hello, Simone. We're talking about raw milk. Why it's delicious, why you wouldn't drink it. That's what we're talking about. I think that's it. And I asked a question of what's his name, which I've now forgotten. And then in a couple of minutes, Holly's going to be here. We don't know who Holly is, but she says she's a disability person. She's anti-disability. She's against disabled people, which we all are. Who's in favor? John Van Dam arrives. Has Warmelian says Lorna has corrupted the show. That's why my champagne. Yes, that's my champagne, Leanne says. What is your champagne? I missed it. Who are you talking to? That's actually an actual champagne and whiskey. Okay. Don't drink too much. We got to be nice, thin, and beautiful and have nice kidneys and livers. The filthy energy attracts Holly at the end of every show. Yes, Warmelian speaks to Joodles. Yes, it attracts her to every show. Yeah. We get a bit dirty at the end of every show. So people think this show is like so dirty. Is Holly really Darius Davies? I like Darius a lot. I like him a lot. I like him. Arla, who make milk, cheese, butter, etc., jab their cows. Their stuff is always reduced. In my Iceland, says John Van Dam. Well, I don't eat. Well, what is the best milk? Best cheese? I sometimes have Morrison's cheese, or the other cheese. What's the other one? Kerrygold? No, Joe, we're still moving on. We're still talking about milk. Why are you so against starting the show a bit later? Because let's say we start the show at 7. The show ends at 9. That's my night out. That's my night out. I can't go out. Maybe do a show. Maybe when I go back to doing shows, I can't do it. So that's why I'm a bit later. Maybe a bit later. I don't know. Arla milk is not good, says Lorna. Yeah. Okay, our neighbor's milkman calls in every Friday. Here's a joke, I bet, for his milk bill. This Friday, I heard him saying, the usual love. And she said, no, I'll pay you this week. Where are you going? Out. You want to come and sit down for 10 minutes, 5 minutes? I don't have time. Where are you going? On a date. No, you're not. With a bag like that, it's so horrible. It's just the hold stuff. It isn't. It's gay. It's so horrible. The hold stuff. It's really horrible. Come sit down. Sit down for a minute and come move.
I need to leave.
Well, you're in the camera. They see you here.
Yeah, they see me. They
see you. Say hello.
Hello, everyone.
I'm against you having that bag. I don't.
Okay, Dad. You can't give me relationship advice.
I can. I could tell you. Yeah.
You've
no, twice.
Two sons that hate you.
They do hate me. They do. Your bag is gay, Joodle says. Yeah.
Could be.
He's thin and beautiful, though. I don't believe it. Hey, everyone say hello to Carnegie. You don't want to sit. You don't want to sit down for a minute.
I need to go. I'm there.
Yeah, you need to go. Horrible child. I like your brother more. He's away. He's out of town.
Love you, Dad.
I love you. I'll see you later. Don't close the door, or maybe you can't close the door.
Don't leave the key in.
Okay, yeah, I shouldn't leave the key in. What about changing the times and doing 5 and 7 p.m. a couple of occasions this week? Yeah, I don't like the bag either. Keith doesn't like the bag. Leanne wants a different time. I'm afraid to change anything. How many do we have here? How many people are watching this show? We've got 37 people. That's good. Do you think that's good? Oh my God, poor Carnegie. Yeah. Yeah, Carnegie. Don't. Yeah, don't do that. Lucianne is here. Hi, Lucianne. How you feeling? Lucianne is here. I love Lucianne, and she knows that. She knows that. Shank says hi to Lucianne. There you go. Lucianne lives in the North Midlands. You call it the Northwest Midlands. So she lives there. She lives up there. And she said she promised me she's going to be doing more merch, which I hope she is. We have to talk. Look at all the people who are big fans of Lucianne. Look at that. Warmellian, Steve Cuff. There you go. East Midlands. Is that what it's called? What does that mean, East Midlands? It's not the East Midlands? I'm going to try to figure out what your 7 p.m. in New York time is. That's 12 midnight, Marianne. Your hair looks better, Carnegie. I will give him advice. Yeah, give him advice. Well, do you know what I saw the other day? They said you should never give advice that the person cannot fix in 30 seconds. So like they've got to be able to, like, oh, you've got your fly is open. That kind of advice you can give. My team, Sheffield Wednesday, is joined third in the league, and I missed the first week. John Van Deb says, that's my team too, Sheffield Wednesday. Okay, so where are we? Veterinized farms that want to produce for Arla have to agree to all sorts of protocols about feeding and medications. Arla, our team world, yeah, they're team world. Well, you see what problems that Denmark had when some Danish guy did something bad. Yeah. What are you saying? Okay. 2 p.m. No, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. in New York time would be, no, sorry, it's 2 p.m. That's right. Sorry. Okay, I was wrong, Joodles. I was wrong. Carnegie is looking very handsome. God bless him. He is a handsome, that's what everyone says. He's a handsome boy. And he's not fat. He's thin and beautiful. Girl from Mars says, where can I find others like myself who want to sell up and build something good? Where? In this country? We're here. We're stuck here. Vant and I don't agree with it. Bill Gates wants to tamper with cattle fodder. Why do people still listening to him? He was horrible when he was working with Microsoft. If he's, he says he's not, but he's probably a huge share owner. Alan Williams says, Lewis can't start later. It conflicts with his nightlife, and he'll be bumping up against some primetime TV. The thing about these things, we need regularity. Don't we need regularity? Everybody needs to know, this is the time. I can't make it. I'll come tomorrow. I'll watch it later. I'll watch it later. Don't you think so? If we start at a different time, people will come in. I'll say, well, what time is it tonight? And it'll really mess with people's minds. Called Prime on TV, Steve Cuff asked a question. What is John Van Dam saying? I don't know. Lauren is having a cheeky vino. Yeah, it's a good time to have a cheeky vino at 6 o'clock. It's okay in this country. Isn't it okay to have a cheeky vino at this time? And that's what I'm saying you should. We should not drink. We need to keep our kidney and livers very strong. And it's the same thing. We shouldn't have carbs. We shouldn't have fructose because it goes right to our livers. We need strong livers. The girl from Mars says, I own a $300 house. I just can't afford the bills. It's mental. No rent, but the bills are crippling me. Where are you living again, girl from Mars? Maybe I'll move in. A 300 what house? A $300 house or a 300,000 pound house? There's a big difference between $300 and a 300,000 pound house. I need to rent a room to Lewis. Yes. Yeah, you need to rent a room to Lewis. Yeah, rent a room for me. Thank you. Thank you very much. She has a $330,000 house. Rent a room to me. and I'll rent this place out or leave my kids here, and I'll start a whole new life. And I'll maybe spend a week in all of your houses. I'll go up to Lorna's house. I'll go to Judal's house. How do we know he watches TV? He could be a rent boy, or he might be chairman of the neighborhood witch hunt. Who do we know? Who are you talking about? Lud. I don't know, because it doesn't have who you're talking to. These hardcore 40 to 50 fans will probably come whenever time you stream. Yeah, maybe that's true. But will we get a lot more? I'm not sure we'll get any more because it's 7 o'clock. Lewis is right. We'll start missing the show if he keeps moving it about. Yeah, it makes me... I remember, about in the TV shows in America, because they would put a show on. It would be a big, big hit at 8 o'clock on a Friday. And then they'd move it to Thursday at 10 o'clock. And then they would die. And people would complain about it. They'd say, I can't watch it. And then they would die. Big hit on Friday, nothing on a Thursday. Let's see. Grok says 7 to 10 p.m. is the best time for viewers in the UK. I hate to say it. I don't believe in Grok. I don't, it's an interesting idea. But maybe this is a better time. Who are we competing against at this hour right now? Who else has a live stream at this hour? I don't know. Mary Ann comes in and says, even when I can't listen or listen later as I cook dinner or fold laundry, even when I can't listen live, I listen later on. Yeah, you listen later. Remember to like, subscribe, and share and join. Press that join button right there. 10 pence a day. 10 pence a day. Holly Hills is here. Oh, she's a bit late. Holly Hills. Hairy bumhole. Is that me? Are you talking about me? I don't know if I do, but maybe I should videotape it and send it in. Yeah. And Holly Hills, when do you think this show should go on? Should it go on between 5 and 7? And you come in always late? Or should it go on between 7 and 9? Shanks, sexy Holly. Hello, beautiful, sexy Holly. Shanks starts this whole thing by saying sexy Holly. Judals comes in with her superior knowledge and says, was it a bad commute? Yeah, she's probably angry. I don't think Holly works. Some people aren't home at 5. Yeah, maybe they're not home at 7 either. Yeah. Hairy bumhole. What an entrance. Yeah, she's got a psychological disease. Hey, gee, Officer Krupke, I'm down on my knees. I got a mental... I don't remember what the words are. But which day do you prefer, Holly? What time do you prefer? 5 to 7 or 7 to 9? Holly definitely works, says Judals, because Holly is playing a role. So you don't even think that Holly is a real person. That's bad, Holly. If people don't think you're real, then you failed. Maybe, I don't know. Caroline Cooper, bumhole, is an exit. Yeah. So she's saying I'm going to leave, or she's going to leave, Holly? Caroline, what does that mean? Holly is the only one that works on this chat. Well, it was said to me today that all of you people are like unemployed or retirees or something. Grok is Elon Musk's AI. I don't think he's that involved in it as much as he used to be. Elon Musk. But I like Elon Musk. He's under a lot of pressure. Remember, he only has power because Tesla's doing so well. If Tesla doesn't do well, and I heard bad things about Tesla, but I don't maybe not. Maybe not. I love Elon Musk. So, number one, let's go back. Have you liked this thing? Have you liked it? Have you subscribed, which is free of charge? I need advice. Hate where I live, but I can only afford a tiny box. Well, how much cash are you going to get out of it? I wouldn't talk about your business with these people. Someone might do something. I mean, really. But maybe you should. Why do you hate where you live? Well, you know what it is. First of all, how old are you? And what do you need? And how close to the father of your kids do you want? I don't think you should move until they're old enough for you to move. That's what I am. It's bad if you move. Don't be infuriating. Try it at 7 a few times. That's good advice, yeah. But why is that infuriating? I'm so against. You took early retirement when you were 50, Russ. Okay. You need to go up north, girl from Mars. Everything is much cheaper up here. Yeah, maybe go up there. Where do you recommend? Lincoln? Where do you recommend? Lorna says, thanks, Joodles. My husband died. I don't need this house. Oh my God, that's so sad. I'm like horrible. I'm sorry. I need you, Joodles, to say, Lewis, send me a message. Say, Lewis, be nice. Be nice. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to say, Joe and girl from There's just too much to remember. Yeah, go up north. Go up north. Go up north. I mean, I have a problem. I'm like Mr. Nunhead here, even though I'm not as active as I was. I was quite active for quite a few years, but I'm not that active. Sorry. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Lorna, not Joe. Thank you for listening. I work, Lewis. I sell the big issue. It is a form of a job, but it's not the best. It's not the best job in the world. Is that true? Is that true, Lud? Laugh out loud. Yeah, it's not. It's not a real job because people are buying it because out of sympathy for you. Remember when the people came from the countries. Bumholes exit only unless you are Lewis. Yeah, possibly. Could be that. What would we do without the big issue sellers? We wouldn't buy it. Let's see what Lorna says. Unless you're me. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, possibly, yeah. Joodles, dead boyfriend, but not husband. You had a dead boyfriend. So I was right about that. Was I right about that, Joe? Was I right that you lost the man who was the father of your children? Join Discord. Okay, let me go up here. Do you all need to have access to Discord? Do you all need that? I'm going to put the Discord feed in here. Let's see what I need to do. There you go. This is the same thing that I did before. Okay, I'm always touching my face. Here's something funny. So I typed in America in the chat stream, right? And this is what came out. This is so funny. Oh, it says no emote. No emotes found. Well, what happened here? No emotes came out. Maybe we're being banned. Maybe we're a banned group. Possibly. Who knows what these people are doing? Who knows what they're doing to my life? Who knows? America. I put the word American and a football emoji came out. American football. And then a globe, the world of the world came out. Like America's the world. Lewis, you were not father of my son, Anthony. But my last chance saloon was 2 years ago. My age, and died. Not being bleak ever. Okay, let's go back on track. Lewis, you were. What did I was? You are. I was not the father of my son, Anthony. But my last chance saloon was 2 years ago. My age. And died. Wow. But not being bleak. You got to rewrite that. Let's make sure. YouTube is Team World. Yeah, it is. It is. Not as Team World as it used to be, but it's Team World. Lewis. If you type America, you'll find wonderful Skate Street clothing brand. America. Okay. I'm not Skate Street. America. I'm not Skate Street at all. Marianne is here. Periodically, I check to see if I have any of my ex-boyfriend, if any of your ex-boyfriends have died. Yeah, 46 members now on Discord. That's brilliant. That's really brilliant. I never liked that brand, Russ, says Warmelian. What do you need to thank Joodles for, Lorna? All right, so there's the American flag. America props this flag on my chat. Maybe I'm denied it. Maybe see if you can do the American flag. Here, okay, here's the point. It's now 6:55. I'm going to say goodbye to you people right now. This has been the best show we've ever had. The best one. It was so much better than yesterday. You guys were really great. We're really great. We may go to 7. We'll see. We'll see. Remember when we tried to do 2 nights? I just love this so much. So we've all done a really good job. Everybody's been so involved. What did we discuss today? We discussed raw milk, right? What else did we discuss? Hospital food. Hospital food. What else did we discuss? Do you remember? I meant you were far right, not the father of my son, just cleaning that up. I don't know. I still don't understand what I mean. The actress who played Joan in Mad Men was apparently come out with a line of clothing, says Marianne. Marianne, I owned quite a few pairs of DC trainers when I was in my teens, says Warmelian. Okay, I mean, we're doing really well, but I'm going to end the show in a couple of minutes. Okay, we're going to say thank you. I hope you're feeling better, girl from Mars. Did you get the diagram wrong? See if this works. See if that works. Okay. So you've been all amazing. I can't thank you enough. Alan Williams, perfect. Leanne, I felt like you flirted with me a little bit today, and I love that. I love when you flirt with me. I thought Joodles was really nice. It started off, we were a bit upset. If you remember, I'm not even going to mention why we were upset, but I was a bit upset. And I haven't forgotten about it, but I feel loved. Caroline Cooper was here. She doesn't talk enough, but you're brilliant. You're brilliant. Ludd told a joke, which was good. Steve Cuff coming back. So a round of applause for Steve Cuff. Who else do we need? Maybe down below, make a list of who we need to say thank you to. We've had a lot of people in this chat. We have 45 watching now. That's so many. That's so many. I'm just remember it's 5 o'clock. It's so many because it's people I know. It's the same. It's all you people. Say hi to D. Lewis. Say hi to D. Who is D? I miss D. Who is D? Marianne. We can't forget about Marianne. If I forget about, I don't forget about you. You know that I know who you are. Sometimes I don't mention your name, but I can't mention everybody's name. But D, keep up the good work, Lewis. Thank you, D. Good to see you in GB News, and well done for putting yourself out there and saying what you think. Thank you, D. I just noticed you being there. Is that your full name? Can you maybe make a longer name so I can get to know you better? Are you a girl or a boy? Do you have a weight loss issue that I can maybe help you with? But thank you very much, D. Totally appreciate it. Everybody thank D. She's not he or she is not here that often, but it's really brilliant. Okay, so there we go. So we're going to end at 6. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go end stream. Anybody else have something to add? They could keep on typing. Lorna says, bye, Shanks. I say goodbye to you. Best show ever. Best. Before I forget, um, like this thing, press the like button. Most important thing. Second thing is subscribe, which is also really important. Number one, subscribe because you're going to get messages to say we're on. So maybe if I change the time, we can do that. Okay. If everybody subscribes, then I'll be happy. Join 10 pence a day to keep this thing going. We're all here every single day, so it's not like you're not going to use it. Join. What else am I going to? And Discord. Everybody go on Discord. Thank you, everybody. I'm blowing you a kiss.
Yeah.